Greetings and welcome to this special edition of the talk show where we are looking at GFF operational matters. We are coming to you live from the Gambia Football Federation today, Wednesday, the 9th of March 2022. I am Bakari B. Balde and I am being joined by the Director of Finance, Mr. Kerr, who is also the Acting General Secretary of the Gambia Football Federation. And on my left is the Director of Competitions, Mr. Babkar, better known as Fatou. Gentlemen, and welcome to this special talk show. We will be looking at two very important areas, that is the FIFA support and also competition matters. FIFA support as well will be dealt with by Mr. Kerr, the Director of Finance, as I earlier highlighted. And competition matters will be dealt by Mr. Babkar. In the area of FIFA support, where Mr. Kerr will be coming on, we will look at the general finance aspect of the FIFA support and the GFF main source of funding, where on the area of competitions we'll also look at the operational cost and all matters regarding competition matters. First of all, Mr. Kerr, I welcome you to this special edition of Gambia Football Federation operational matters.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim, for this special program.
Thank you, Kemo. And on my left is Mr. Babkar Fatou. You are also most welcome.
Thank you, Billy.
Good. We will delve straight into the program proper. Kemo, beginning with you. I want us to look at FIFA support, the general financial aspect of our main source of funding. I know you want us to begin with our source of income, source of funding, which is FIFA. After that, we look at our expenditures. We look at how we give support to our junior national teams, how we give support to our senior national teams, league program and expenditures, and also maybe finally would be the audit exercise and its processes. But first of all, let's look at our source of income. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Balde. Before going to the source of income, let me start with what is Gambia Football Federation.
Wow.
Like the history said, Football Association then was formed in 1952. And this is, if you look at the ownership of the Football Association, or now the Football Federation, is owned by the stakeholder, the members that form the association, now the federation. That you have the clubs, the allied associations, and the nine. Those members form this association. We now call it Gambia Football Federation. Because if you look at the regional settings, every region, we have a regional body. Association. We normally call the Regional Football Association. This association, normally in other organizations, like other member associations, they will say, okay, all members should be paying their annual subscription. But in GFF, there is no member that pays membership subscription. Okay. The clubs don't pay, instead, we are doing for our clubs.
Exactly.
Or we are doing for our members. You go to maybe certain associations in the country, they'll be telling you, end of every year, each member has to pay a subscription.
Exactly.
For your membership of the association. GFF is unlike those associations.
Okay.
Our funding source mainly is FIFA. I can tell you from 1999 when the FIFA soccer started, we then called it the FIFA Financial Assistance Program, which is FAP. 99% of those days comes from FIFA. The other 1% probably from gate tickets, from the league matches or international matches. But now I can say like we have almost 8% above. It's from FIFA annually.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite there are other sources of revenue where the GFF can tap and get income. Example, sponsorship for national league. But unfortunately, GFF at the moment, there is no sponsor to our products. If I say our products, that is the national teams. Sorry, the national teams, come to the leagues, first division, second division, male and female.
Male and female, yeah.
Regional leagues, all without sponsor. GFF, FIFA support annually $1 million. That's what we receive from FIFA. That is for operational purpose. Then the travel support, we receive $200,000 per year, US dollar.
Then you look at local market income. That's big market percentage. That's less than 100,000 a year. Because now we are looking at charging big. So I can say last season, then how much is at no. And probably others might also think the government will suspend us. That is not the case in Joseph. Okay. We don't have any money to government subvention from government. Government takes care of the senior national team. That is the area where it was like the national team. But nonetheless, there are certain expenses where the senior national team plays. But I got to that, exactly. But like source of income is FIFA, mainly, database, sponsors, So as we speak for now, our only source of income for FIFA mainly is FIFA. Without FIFA, they are benefiting. Seriously. Thank you very much, Kim. Personally, let's look at your area, competitions. It's the main state without the football federation, without competitions. I wonder whether we are also going to exist or not. I want us to look at the league expenses, male and female. You know, I am vis-a-vis in the thick of things because I serve as my commissioner. To some extent, I also serve as my coordinator. I see your department going to the finance department week in, week out, requesting for funds. Tell me, how is your operation as far as league margin is concerned?
Okay, thank you, Vivi. And my colleague, the Director of Finance, has almost shared some of the issues that I have dealt with, which is coming to league. Because normally, as you said, things going to the registration is free. Since I think the executive came, they gave the registration fee. Okay. Even the cards that are given to them is free. As you said, before the start of the league, my department we come up with a budget for the entire football. We set a budget to the Director of Finance for stakeholders to approve, which was about $16 million. And then $16 million, if we get that in hand, then we can organize our league up to the end without hitches. But as the Director of Finance said, we are not solvented. Yes. It is all monies that are given to us by FIFA. That's where we fund the league. As you said, every week we have a back and front to the finance department, big basis for my expenses daily. $515 per week.
Okay, can you dissect that for us? A game costs you $4,000. Where is this spread across?
Okay, the expenditure line is we pay we buy the refreshment for the referees, we pay the medics $600, we pay commissioners $800, we pay security $1,800, we pay coordinators $800. So if we combine those costs, it will cost $4,105. Yes. And then we multiply it by the number of matches to get per week. Okay. And that will cost around $26,500. Then again, any team that is playing, because currently we are using Basori, PT.
That's the transport for support for teams. playing at Basoli, Kitty, and so on.
Yes, and so on.
How would you do that?
If going to someone, we give them 8,000 for transport support.
8,000. Yes.
If going to Kitty, we give them $6,000. If going to Basoli, 6,000. Kitty is 4,000. Now, if two teams are playing in Basoli, yes, we give them extra 16,000 on top of the 4,000.
20,000.
So, given that in the context, if you see in a week, the transport support we gave to clubs, sometimes the minimum is $48,000. That's just for transport support.
That's just
and it's different from the market expenses. So you see,
we'll come to it because I see you tabulating a lot of stuff on your laptop. I want to talk to my finance director, Mr. KPCC. Kemo, I want us to also look at the expenditure aspect of what you just highlighted. But before we go into that, can you take us to the $9 million US dollars that the GFF receives from FIFA? You dissect that for us for the better understanding of our stakeholders, the football family, and the general public as well.
$9 million for
the FIFA support. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I heard that there was a claim that the GFF received $9 million in 6 years.
Exactly.
Well, yes, that is no money in football. If you look at the $9 million in 6 years divided by 6, it's giving you like 1.5 per year. 1.5 million per year. Our operational support alone is $1 million, which if you check is about 50 million to 51 million. That's outsiders, non-football those people will think that's a lot of money. But really in football, that is not money because one game of a national team will cost you about 8 million, 12 million. That's like example, the one we are going to play. Gambia is traveling to play against Chad and Cameroon. From there we go to play in Morocco. And the budget was sent to Minister of Finance.
And that is
that alone, yes, that alone is about like $12 million. One month. Okay, there were times like 2016-17. GFF was not receiving any support from the government in terms of national team. If you look at our audited accounts, you will see 0 column in 2017, like support from the government. Therefore, senior national team. All the expenses of the senior national teams were 100% financed by the GFF. All the support for the junior categories, the U17, male and female, the U20, the Chanti, anything participating entirely funded by the government. So if you're telling me that's a $9 million in 6 years, that's about 450,000 million for the 6 year period. Yes. That 6 year period, you divide it again, it will give you 75 million per year. 75 million per year in 6 years. You look at the expenditure area, go to administrative area, administrative expenses of the GFF. You go to admin.
Can we now go into the expenditure?
Expenditure, yes. If you want to tell people how you spend the $9 million in 6 years,
exactly.
You must go to the expenditure line.
Yes, yes.
That is the admin will tell you how much is spent on salaries. Salaries alone, per month we are paying like 1.3 million.
Every
salaries, yes. It will be a surprise to us that the GFF executive members are not paid a monthly salary. This message should be very clear to those who don't understand.
And when we say GFF executive members,
these are
the president,
Kababayo, the vice presidents, and all the members elected by the General Assembly. It should be clear to Gambians that those people are not paid monthly salary.
Okay.
They are volunteers at governance level.
Exactly.
Those paid salary monthly is the General Secretary, the CEO, the directors, and all other junior staffs. Are paid end of every month. So you look at our monthly salaries about 1.3. That 1.3 includes the salary of our 4 employees. Before the coach, we pay the coach for now. When he signed contract late, GFF was paid. All other coaches of the other categories are paid by the Gambia Football Federation, despite if once receive the letter from the sports council that we can appoint, they go to pay. but GFF is still paying the same records.
Yes.
So you look at the total salary, like last year, 2020, the audited accounts can tell you we spent 13 million on salaries for 12 months, with, like I said, 1.3 per month. If you look at the 1 million by 12, that's 12 million.
Yeah.
So total salary the whole year was 13 billion. Okay. Admin cost will tell you salaries, social security, the office expenses, telephone, all other things are under admin. So people should look at these things. You go to technical. The national team expenditure is from GFF. Support to the league. That's the program cost. You know, the program is divided into, our expenditure is divided into program overhead, program expenditure, and overheads. I'm just telling you the overheads, that's an administrative line, where you have the office rent, sorry, the office expenses, that's the fuel for the vehicles, the utility, and all other related to our daily operation. Exactly. Our overheads. Exactly. But you look at the program cost, the league is very expensive.
Very important. Very important.
If you tell others, in fact, the first and second division teams, that we are spending $13 million almost every season, they will say no. But if whoever what can come to the office, the figures are here, you look at it. If you are surprised, GFF is even paying transport reforms. So what play? You form your team, KMOCC on like this, people, I expect myself to be funded people. Yes. But no, GFF will give me money to go and play in Jarason. GFF will give me money to go and play somewhere else. And this applies to all other clubs participating in the league. Anytime you are playing outside, you take care of your transport cost. That is not happening in any other country.
And all these monies come from the support that we get from FIFA.
And it's unfortunate in Gambia, probably yes, we don't have. But if you go to countries like Senegal, Nigeria, they don't know how to apply for this FIFA support. They don't need it.
We will pause there and come to that, and that will take us to the support to the various national teams, the junior national team, and also the senior national team. Let me turn to the competitions director. Firstly, you were talking briefly about support, transport support to teams playing at Darasoma, Basuri, and Kitty. Can you give us that tabulation now? How much money is spent on these teams to Darasoma, Basuri, and Kitty?
Maybe as the Director of Finance just mentioned, GFF people, I think they didn't know, as he said.
I think there is some misconceptions, and that is why this program is being created, so that we bring to the knowledge of our stakeholders, especially the family members, as to exactly what is transpiring here, or operational aspect of things that we do at the Gambia Football Federation, more so on matters of competition.
Yeah, as the Director of Finance said, GFF every year, beginning of the league, we give support to clubs.
Yes.
And Division 1, they are giving, each club is giving $200,000.
Yes.
Division 2, they are giving $150,000 each club. Even the regional third division are giving $5,000 each. Just accumulate that figure.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
A lot of money, yeah.
Again, as I said before, teams are not paying registration fee. They are not registering. They just come and play. And then
Fees are waived for them.
Yes. So fees are waived for them. And as the director said, if you go to Kitty, every team that's going to Kitty is given $4,000 for transport support. If you go to Janasama, we give $8,000. If you go to Basuri, they give $6,000. That's every team. If two teams are going to Kitty, the two of them are given each $4,000. If you go to Basuri, two teams, they are given each 6, that's 12. If you go to Janasama, it's 8. So now, just imagine if you have 5 league matches in Basuri, multiply 6 by 10. That's how many $6,000. Yes. That's what it's going to give. Yes. So just imagine the league for women football division 1 play 90 games. So now imagine every game you give 6 times 12. You give 12,000 times 90. That's what someone will give for their hands. So just that shows you that GFF we're spending a lot in the league. The league, as Gary said, we are not having sponsors.
Yes. Yes.
Everything is financed by the GFF. We give them down the support clubs,
Self-support.
self-support, we give them transport to clubs. And then, even the referees.
Can you tell us about the match coordinators, the commissioners, field marking? At some point as well, personally, let us not also forget about the independent stadium. I think Kemo would come to that. But tell us about the coordinators and the commissioners.
Commissioners, as I have laid down here, every game you commission, you're paid $800
How much?
So if you play 5 matches a week, we're able to buy 5. And it's across the board. We go behind the TT, jars, or wherever we go, we pay 8,000. The coordinator is equally paid $8,000. Their role is different. Yes, the commissioner is the guy responsible for the setup of the game, but the coordinator will go well before the game so that we make
It does all the logistics.
For the games to be long.
Yeah. And how about field marking?
Field marking equally, let's say, let me take division 1 male.
Yes.
We play 306 matches in total.
Wow.
306 matches. Let's just as Division 2 we play 240 matches.
Yes.
If you add the two, you get about 546 matches
Together. Yes.
Let's assume we just do 100 mark fields 100 times. 100 markings.
Yes.
Each marking we bought a norm of paint, which was 1,250. We paid the guy who did the paint 500 plus 1,750 multiplied by 100 matches.
That's a lot of money.
And all these are the logistical part of the league.
Yes. And all the things that are not essentially being captured here. Kemo wants to interject here, especially on the side of the independent stadium. The hiring of the stadium, the payment of float lights, because we use the facility to be able to play in some of our matches. And that again, Kemo, I want you to also squeeze in the support that we give to junior national teams and the support that we give to senior national teams. Can you tell us?
Yeah, thank you very much, Bibi. Let's now take me to the operational match expenses.
Okay.
Because like I was giving you some notice about the admin cost.
Yes.
The expenses that are really taken care of by GFF and administration. But now under the operating match expenses, every match that is organized, whether local or international, there is a cost attached. The referees that play the game are paid. Or the referees in 2020, total pay was like about $1 million on referees.
1 million?
If I said referees, was paid on referees. Even our local league matches, yes. If you look at referees, each is paid half of the game. 500. Each referee. Now if you look at the panel, it's about 4, 5. So in game, every league match is $2,500 that GFF is paying every match for referees. Multiply that by number of matches in the league for both male first division, second division, female first and second division. Good and arithmetic, you will tell you how much has the number. So that would go back to competition. You come to transport expenses. Yes. Like I said before, these are costs that are entitled national team travel to go and play, like the U17, the U20.
Yes, exactly.
Whenever they are playing outside the country, they will take care of the air ticket. That is under match expenses. Yes.
This also includes the female national teams.
All of them, all the young national, junior national teams.
Yes.
Like 2020, our expenditure was around 16 million on the travel cost of the national team.
You are always in the region of millions and millions.
Yes. Football is expensive. It's not a game that would say 100,000. No. Any air ticket for the whole national team, one match will take you about 4 million, 2.5. It depends on the distance you travel.
Yes.
So looking at all match expenses, Independent Stadium and other grounds, yes, are not the property of the Gambia Football Federation. This should be very clear to the viewers of this program. GFF always hire to play at the stadium. If I said hire, the stadium is owned by the government and is managed by a body called the Management of the Independent Stadium. So GFF will have a contract with them. Anytime they are playing, like an international match, if the total gate tickets It's $2 million. You check a percentage of that, which is like yes, 35% for the start, will be paid to Independence Stadium. If you look at it, it's about $700,000. That is paid to stadium for us to use that facility. If it is night matches, every hour we play at the stadium, the electricity will cost us $10,000 per hour. This is not a story that I'm telling. They have figures, whoever wants to come and show the payment voters. Every match GFF played at the stadium, GFF is like payable to the Independence Stadium. That's why I say we have to play at the Independence Stadium. It's not our property, it's not our fault. The local grounds, Serakunda East and West Kirikama, anywhere we play, it's the same scenario there. Yes. That's why we want to provide electricity. That is the lighting system at football pitches. It's a project that I don't want to discuss for now, but I can tell you, 2020, GFF total expenditure on match expenses was 71 million. 71.9 million. In 2019, it's like $81 million spent on operating match expenses only.
Okay, well, the chunk of money derived to the support to the senior national team cannot be equated to the junior national team.
No.
I think people need to know that.
Yeah.
Because the senior national team is on a high card than the junior national team.
Yeah.
And a lot of money is spent on the senior national team.
Yeah. Senior national team, if you look at their expenditure pattern, it's really very expensive. Because their campaign allowance is low. I cannot disclose some of those things.
Yes.
Because government is taking care of those ones.
Yes.
But like I can tell you, every game, minimum of like 34,000 euro is paid on campaign allowance. But that's government expenditure. That's why I said every match of the senior team is above $8 million. Every game, minimum $8 million.
Exactly.
So these are cost areas for the senior national teams. The junior teams, JFA will take care of their hotel accommodation, their travel cost, personal allowances, that is the match bonus and campaign allowance. It's paid by. So 2020, we spent a total of 16.7 million on various national teams. In 2020. In 2018, it was also 16.6. So the difference was not enough.
Kim, I'll get back to you later on to look at the infrastructure and projects, and also cap it up with the audit processes that we do at finance on behalf of the Gambia Football Federation. Let me turn to Babakar. By the way, let's remind our viewers that you are following us live from the Gambia Football Federation, and here is a special talk show on the GFF operational matters. I have been mobbed by the Director of Finance, Mr. Kerr, who at this current stage is the Acting General Secretary, and Mr. Babakar Job, my colleague, Director of Competitions. Firstly, let's look at the prize monies. All teams, who come out first, who come out as runners-up, both male and female, are tagged with a particular amount of money. Can you go take us through?
Okay, before I go to the prize money, the director just made mention of field hiring. Yes, we hired local grounds to play football, like Basori.
By the way, Basori is where the home of Livio Academy is.
We hired that ground for both male and female for second and male team. And then we paid them per game.
Yes.
And then we also paid them per game. Just brief calculation. Let's say we pay 35 months.
Yes.
And the minimum charge is $1,000 because I want to school all the time. Okay, $1,000. Multiply $1,000 by 35 months. When it comes to hiring, we spend a chunk of money. Because I can say just for first and second, we are currently paid about $210,000 just for 35 months.
$210,000.
That's one ground. The other ground we paid almost $90,000. So if you add the two, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
And all those are from the market expenses. So you take them as match expenses. Again, as you said, referees, we have 5 referees in a panel.
Yes.
4 referees and the assessor. Each is paid $500 per game. Now, if you want that's 2005, multiply by the total number of league games, first and second division, 692 times 2005. That's what we pay for referees.
I have to do a lot of arithmetic. And personally, there has never been at any point in time where these panel of referees or officials have not been paid, for example.
No, and it was not the way they pay. They didn't pay them on the ground because what they do is the first round they send their request and they pay the entire first round matches. And then after the second round, they calculate the number of matches. We pay them the second round matches.
And how about the commissioners, coordinators, and the other guys?
Those ones are direct payments on the ground.
On the ground. Okay. Can we want to interject?
The reason why we are not paying referees directly after the game, is if you look at our financial code system, we're trying to avoid cash payment. This is strictly against FIFA regulation. Outsiders don't know how cash payment.
That is financial jurisprudence.
Yes, you cannot hold cash of like that amount of money every game. If you look at the market, the number of games we have in the league, that broadcast account will not take the person. So what we normally do is we work with the referee association.
Okay.
They have a bank account. We look at the number of games played. By end of the first round or halfway, we calculate the number based on the match reports. Because the referee should first will send a request. They will send us a request. Finance, we are requesting for the payment of our indemnity. But that is not enough. I will say, competition department, can you provide me with the match forms? That's the evidence that that match particular impression was played. Because if
can we do a lot of scrutiny about this?
No, we have to, because at the end of the day,
maybe we will come to that on the audit process.
Yes. That match forms must be provided. The finance will calculate the referees play the game. It might be instead of 5, 4 might be ground. So those things need to be verified. We look at the total figure transferred to their bank account. Then the association will now go and pay the referees who play the game. That's how we will operate, not after the game.
Okay. I want personally to finalize that area. There's another important element that we missed, that is minutes.
Yeah, really, they played very key part.
Very pivotal
part in the role in the league. And equally, as the direct acting GS Director of Finance said, even the support we give to clubs, we don't pay them directly. It is sent to, we raise a request, send to finance, and they pay to their account. Because as he said, we finance of those people, and we have to be very mindful moving about cash. If it's given to me, for instance, I know I have an accident in the way, or it's stolen, you are the common I can't justify that. So that's why the supports are sent directly to their accounts. They make a request. They say we make a request and finance will pay directly to their accounts. It's only the match expenses, which is about $4,000. That's not much. We give to the coordinators to go and then make direct payment, of which the medics are part of it. Those ones are direct payment. We pay them on the account. Immediately after the game, we pay them on the account.
And I understand that part of the money, the ball boys are also part of that source.
Yes, what we requested for, let me just go in detail. We request for the refreshment for the referees, the officials, which is water, and then we manage, we pay them on the ground. The commissioners pay them on the ground, coordinators pay them on the ground, even the ball boys pay them on the ground, because they are doing services, they are paid on the ground.
And this is daily?
This is daily. The moment, any day that they kick a ball.
And these are the officers that make up the logistics for the successful conduct of these games.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Kemo. Let's talk about projects. You are in the thick of things as far as infrastructure and projects are concerned. We are playing at Basori, Kiti, and Jaraso because of the delay in the completion of these projects. Even though we have assured our football family members and stakeholders that by April works at some of these areas will be accelerated. But because that has not happened yet, that is why we are playing at Kitty, Fatou, and Gambia. Can you take us through?
Before I go to where we are now,
Yes.
I just want to give a brief history of how we started this project.
Wow.
It's good people to understand, like I said, the controls that are in place at the GFF.
Yes.
There are a lot of insults regarding the projects, yes, as people concerned with action. That we are in control, and those outside will say a lot of things because they don't get what they want at the moment.
Yes.
But GFF applied these projects through FIFA, and it takes a process. When approval was given for the first projects, that's the Busumbala, Gunju, Football Hotel, and one supposed to be Circular Center. But because Circular Center,
ownership
there was a problem of ownership of the land.
Yes.
Because first, the community that are the beneficiaries of the project should be able to give GFF a document that shows that yes, we can spend money, FIFA can spend money to build a project at that particular land.
That was
that ownership should be transferred to GFF.
Yes.
We start that process first, then the next level, scout who are going to be the potential contractors. At GFF level, there is a committee called Procurement Committee.
Procurement Committee.
It's not one person like Kababi, the president, will sit and say, you are going to be the contractor of something like that. I would never work like that. There is a committee.
There are a lot of processes.
There are processes. There are procurement committee. If FIFA give approval, this procurement committee will sit and say, yes, these projects are available.
Yes.
But now we're looking for the consultant and the contract.
Yeah.
The reason why we hired consultant is we are trying to avoid GFF linking directly with the contractors.
It's not best practice.
No, GFF will deal directly with the contractors. Well, because we have a consultant that is in between the GFF and the contractor. So the committee that identifies who is fit enough to be a consultant or contractor is the procurement committee. They will do the assessment first, then pass their reports to the projects and projects committee. There is a second committee called projects and contracts. This committee will look at it again and say, yes, from the recommendation of the procurement committee, this is the best contractor and the best consultant for this particular project. Then the appointments will come through the recommendation of the consultant. Because at times, first is the consultant that will appoint. The consultant now will invite tender for contractors. So that process is not like one person in GFF will do this. No. We have a supervisor of the projects, yes, but he is not directly the person appointed, contractors or consultants.
Yes.
So the issue of there is a game that is being played or whatever, I'm not worried about those things because the money coming from these projects is from FIFA. Last audit report of FIFA 2020, I think it's one of the best reports.
We will come to audit
that we have, yes.
And we'll come to audit.
So, yes, people will talk like I said. But the problem that we have regarding the projects, I think we are doing more than expected. That is what is affecting us. Because currently I can tell you we have almost about 12 to 30 projects going at the same time. So you look at each of those projects.
And works at some of these grounds are now being accelerated.
Yes, we have a target now.
Yes.
We want to complete like Kama Banjo, Serekunda East. And the project committee is working fast to ensure the key ones that are keenly needed to be completed as soon as possible. And I'm sure with where we are going, I'm likely we'll be able to achieve by end of April. But assurances, everything is over.
Thank you very much. Firstly, before we can move, we'll come to the audit process. That is his baby. He's very much affiliated to audit. Have I left anything behind that you want to bring and highlight for greater knowledge of everybody?
Yes, maybe.
Yes.
For the league, I think, as the director of finance said,
yes. No hitches.
No hitches. It is.
It's going smoothly.
It's going smoothly,
yes.
And it has to, money has to be paid so that the league will go. Because sometimes we go to finance, there's no money, but we tell them our league has to go.
And they have to squeeze water out of stone.
Out of stone to give us to play the league. But
and okay, well, you do that often. Finance comes, competitions come to finance. to some extent there is no money or not enough money to finance for the league logistics. How do you go about that?
Well, in accounting there is requirement. If, for instance, there are funds in other project like because you always will look at it based on approval from the finance committee to see how we can take care of it. Because the league is a program that we cannot definitely do. These are key areas where we need to focus and make sure the funding is available.
Other areas can be stored, but not the league.
For now, but the league is key. But as having budget on the competition department,
yes.
For now we are not facing more difficulties.
They are one area that regularly brings in their budget and they go by.
They really work with
that. As you said, let me just explain that our games in there are from.
Yes.
So, first, if you're going to talk about Kitty and Basuri, if our officials are going to Kitty and Basuri, we cannot run for them.
What?
Yes.
Kitty
and Basuri.
Kitty and
Jana.
Yeah.
Because the vehicle will leave here by 12 o'clock.
Yeah, many a time I hear the driver say, I'm going.
12 midday, and then you can take somebody off. Not having went and take him to Basuri or Kitty.
Okay.
So we get that every game in Basuri and Kitty, we get a run for them.
And this takes me to guys, officers at Jaraso. There's accommodation for them.
Coming to that.
Okay.
In Jarasoma, equally, you have a game in Jarasoma.
Yes.
We accommodate the referees, the commissioner, the coordinator, we give them lunch, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then we pay for the accommodation.
Accommodation at a hotel?
At a hotel.
At a local hotel?
If we have 2 games, they stay for 4 days. We have to the day before the game.
Yes.
And then come after the day after the game.
Yes.
So we pay the accommodation.
Because I know one officer who likes going to Charleston.
So equally, minimum money that we spend in Charleston for a game is $27,000. For $27,000. Accommodation, transport, because we pay transport for the college, feeding, and their match expenses. Minimum is $27,000. If you play a game for $20,000, if you play more than 2 games, you go to almost $27,000. So you have to accommodate the officials in the hotel. So that at least they will be there, and then you feel at home.
Absolutely.
So
we will come to you to round up whatever you have regarding competition matters. But Kemu has a special area where he wants to open up, and that is the audit process. Kemu, before we access funds from FIFA, I know that there is always audit process going on. We have our internal auditors, but at the same time, we see FIFA bringing in auditors, international auditors, external auditors from somewhere, unknown to you, and they said they are coming to audit you. Tell us about this audit process. How does it go?
Okay, maybe that's why I said I think there are a lot of institutions in this country.
Yes.
But I can proudly say KFF is one of the best in terms of accountability and transparency. Because KFF is audited by 2 different institutions a year.
Yes.
We have our local audit firm called Foresight, who past a very, very credible institution. They conducted our local audit statutory work. According to the constitution of the KFF, every year there should be a financial audited accounts that should be submitted to the annual general assembly for approval. And thank God, I've been here for almost 19 years now. We've been never really did that. Every AGM, audited accounts will be presented by our external auditors and the financial whoever in charge of finance. So the AGM for approval. FIFA, we always send on auditors. Yes. But how these teams are selected, like this last week, we received a memo from FIFA, sorry, something from FIFA, that they sent in their external auditors to come and look at the funds issued to FIFA. This was the first, almost every year. Different teams. But the team that we received for 2020 audit, I think if you Google and look at control risk, you will know that this fund is one of the best even in England. It's a very big audit fund. control rates was sent last year to come and audit our 2020 accounts. FIFA want to know all the funds sent, including the COVID fund, during 2020, whether they were used as
judiciously used,
and to confirm whether these funds were received in their special account. Because it's good to clear this point.
Yes.
We have a separate bank account for FIFA funds. This account, apart from FIFA funds,
Yes.
no other funds should be paid into that account.
Only FIFA funds.
Any funds from CAF will go to a separate account. We'll have an account, $1 account for CAF.
Yes.
We have one for FIFA. All FIFA funds are paid in a special account at the FI bank.
Yes.
Then these auditors want to know, GFF, do you receive all the funds from FIFA? If yes, how was it spent? Because there are forms that we use to do the reporting. The Form 3 will tell you on administration, your budget is $50,000. How did you spend this $50,000 on administration? Technical, that's Form 3.1. This is what's supposed to be spent. Is it in line with the financial regulation of FIFA? The auditors are given special TOR, and that's what they usually follow, and in line with the FIFA financial regulation to ensure the funds are used as expected. In 2022 audit, 2020 audit,
Yes.
that's the last audit, the total amount received was checked by the auditors, and they said yes, they've confirmed all the funds were in the bank account. Another thing that FIFA was trying to test and look at our documentation,
Yes.
whether there are controls. And according to the audit report, they said from the samples they tested, because most of the audits they do sampling, you cannot come and look at all the payment vouchers. They do sampling out of like 69% of the sampling. They said only 3% without supporting them.
Yeah, because at one point, a lady came to my office and was asking about a press statement.
Exactly.
Release.
Yes.
So we did about COVID and
Exactly. Because the reason why
Yeah.
they're doing that, they want to know the payments related to COVID. Who made those decisions?
Okay.
If it is the executive committee,
Yes.
how was it communicated to the General Assembly? So if there was a press release,
Yes.
they want to know from the media unit, where is that press release that was communicated? That's why they came to you.
Unfortunately, we gave it to her.
Yes, those are supporting documents. So they will tell you, we need this payment A as sample. Looking at that payment A, we lead them to another expenditure too.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a form of an expanded program.
Wow.
But we were happy. One of the problems that FIFA was going to control was scarce expenditure. Like you go and put checks in the name of my name, start spending in the office. That is against their financial regulation.
Okay.
And from the test of the audit, they said only 1% of the expenditure was scarce.
Only 1%.
21% out of 100. 2020. So we are now preparing our accounts for 2021.
Okay.
So every year,
Yes.
JFF will go to two different bodies. One is local, that is our local auditors. The other one will now, FIFA will send a team that we will not know where they're coming from. The person was a team with my mom that your audit team will be coming from April to June. So now we will select the best time that we want them to come.
So in essence, we were given a clean bill of health.
If you go to other institutions in the country,
Yes.
you'll find that their 2018 accounts are not audited. 2019.
2019.
Some of them are still not audited. I can tell you this. Go and do your findings in a lot of institutions in this country.
Crazy.
So for GFF,
Yes.
we are up to date.
Okay.
Correctly, we are preparing our accounts for 2021 audit. That's the last year. And projects,
Congratulations.
people might think, the amount of money approved for this project is already in our account. No, it is not. There is a statement called, a document called Statement of Approval. If you send your application to FIFA that we want to build a stadium, meaning we want to do a renovation and centralize, they look at your documentation and say, yes, it's approved.
These FIFA people are
So the reply letter they send is called Statement of Approval.
Yes.
And that Statement of Approval will tell you they're going to pay money into different installments. First installment will be like 10%.
Yes.
That 10% will come, you call your contractor, pay him 10%. and you transfer that 10% to the contractor. That means for mobilization, they go and clear the ground, you start the foundation of the project, then the consultant now will come and do a report of where the contract was stopped. And that report will now come to GFF. The project committee will go and verify whether the report from the consultant is in line with what is on the ground. They will send that report to FIFA. They will send the next percentage, which might be another 20%. So it's not like,
It's in stages.
Yes.
It's
It's not like, but if
step by
the
step.
contractor did not perform, the next payment will not come.
That is why we have
And
the
this is why the first contractor for Usumbala Kondo was terminated. Because he was paid and
Because I made two trips
Yeah.
in our trip.
Exactly.
To Bosopala.
the contractor was paid for an installment
Yes,
and he
yes.
cannot perform.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the committee said no, we cannot.
The executive was even very
So these are some of the issues that we are facing regarding this project.
Absolutely.
Like I said,
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
We'll come to you to wrap up, especially on matters that maybe I have not asked or you want to bring. Possibly, I want you to sum up everything and also maybe include in things that you feel are of legitimate interest to the stakeholders for their general understanding on matters regarding competitions.
Okay, maybe thank you. Let me just give us a question, which is the gas price.
Gas prices.
Gas price. Initially, last few years ago, you have increased the orderly price across the board. Mission 1 being female, 2 male female. Because the winner of Mission 1 goes with $750,000. 750. Division second will go with 350, and that will go for with 150. If you add sum the two, sum the three, it's almost $1,250,000. That's only for Division 1.
Always in millions and millions.
People need to know that the league is very expensive.
It's very expensive.
And then
Football is very expensive.
Football is expensive, and JFF is fitting the bill by ourselves. We hope at least when we have sponsors, maybe the monies that we are using currently will be diverted to some other issues for the JFF. And again, if you come to female football, the winner is 400, Division 1, second is 200, and then 100. Division 2 is 200, 150. If you sum the total, it's $1,050,000. If you add the total number of cash prices that you give, it's over $2 million. And this is only the league. FF Cup is not part of what the budget that I'm giving.
Oh, yeah, you are right.
It's only the league. FF Cup is not there.
It's another
expenses. And then the Lagos Trophy tournament also is not part of the price that I'm giving.
This is not a one-off program. We will come to all
So
these things.
it is only the league.
In our subsequent episodes.
So
Yeah.
how about if you bring in the FF Cup? The number of matches played across it, because FF Cup we play across the entire country.
Yes.
The region split,
Yeah.
and then we have a regional champion. We
That's why they have the opportunity.
around 32,
Yeah.
16, 18 up to the final. It's all those costs are borne by the JFF. Then the League comes in, with which the game plus team will play. Again,
Same process.
Same process.
Yes.
So the mathematics that we are doing, the tableau is only for the league, male and female, Division 1 and 2. And again, you have FF Cup Division 1, male and female.
So you have a lot of figures in
So,
this paper.
definitely, and just let me just give you another scenario. We bought about, before the league starts, we bought about 50 balls.
Yeah.
We take it to different centers. After playing of 2-3 weeks, stakeholders complain that the balls are not good. We have to go again and buy another 50
Set of balls.
Set of balls again. All those are costs. A ball will cost you about $2,500.
Just for one single ball.
One single ball.
A competition ball.
Competition ball. So, and equally, just to make our stakeholders, feel that because football is a pitch and ball.
Yes. Yes.
They don't have a good pitch and a ball, so they don't play football.
Yes.
So if they demand that the balls are good, we struggle and go on, look for balls. So all those are part of the expenses, that are incurred. And then
You're quite right.
so what I would
entirely I agree.
Yeah, my final warning would be plea for people outside companies. Though if you knock at their doors, there's a lot of fatigue. But at least this is football. They have to come to our aid, and then they'll make sure that at least we have a sponsor. for a league, so that at least we can play our league. And then the money that GFF is using from our operational costs will be diverted to other developmental partners. And also the government at least it's only in the Gambia that the federation is not subvented. If you go to other countries, government gives subvention to the federations. Like in Kerr, the government gave them over something nothing less than $200-300 million.
Egypt, right?
Yes, support the federation despite FIFA is giving them money. But for us, it's unfortunate, and the government has started, as the director said, the government has started coming, and we hope,
and we thank them
for that.
And
we hope at least, they will look at those areas and start solving these federation, and then we have sponsors for all our league across, the league across, at least most of the
other competitions,
so that
thank you.
Equally, I forgot to mention something. If our champions qualify for this CAF, we give them support. Each club is $250,000. Each club is $250,000, and then we come here for 5 days.
Free accommodation
for 5 days.
And we pay the referees indemnity.
The referees indemnity, as Kerr said, what is here.
Yeah.
But it's very expensive.
It's a referee.
Each referee is $1,225. The commission is not here. The commission is not part of it. It's completely accessible. People have to pay those things. And all those are borne by the I think
you will give us a tabulation, a very good arithmetic of this, all these figures put together in our next outing that we will come. Thank you very much. You are heading a very complex department, but keep up the good job with the support of your lieutenants, Modu Jan, competitions manager, Idris Jame, James Noor, and Mohamed Simera. Our regards to all of them. Thank you very much, Director of Competitions, Ram Karju, Pasule. Kemo, maybe I left something behind and you want to bring it as part of your capping of your area. We are looking at FIFA supports, the general finance aspect of our source of funding that we get from FIFA. What do you want to bring up again as part of your capping?
Maybe now it's only to thank the government, because last year, like I said, there was a period 2017, we are not receiving any support from the government in terms of financing the senior national team. But last year, this last qualifiers and even the Cameroon competition, we haven't spent a lot of money.
Yeah, of course.
I think we need to
commend them.
Absolutely. And preparing for this
through the Minister of Youth and Sports, the Honorable Minister Bakari Waibati, the National Sports Council, to support government of
2020, according to audit account, we received almost about 23 million support. For the senior national team. That was a direct expenditure of the senior. It was not like they're giving us the money, but it was spent on the senior national team, and we have to recognize the effort.
Absolutely, I agree.
Then I think the other thing would be like we have our media communication department. I work all the media units outside GFF. If they have any issue regarding finance, or anything regarding GFF matters, it's better that them come to the media unit. If it is finance, you come to the office of the finance director. We can come to the conference hall here. See this was any media house or whoever in the football family, you have a concern about GFF finance.
You will give exclusive
like before rumors or speculations. Please, I will invite all of you to come to the office. We sit face to face. If you have anything regarding FIFA finance, how we receive it, how we spend it, I have no problem. I will sit freely, discuss with you, and force out information. Then the next level, if you want to do anything, that's okay. But I will advise you come to the office, sit with us. We had one-on-one. This is not about like defending anyone. I'm trying to defend myself as finance director. Because anything related to finance, if it is the first question will be who is in charge of finance. It's game with nobody else. That's right. So my legacy is something else. I want to be tomorrow something in this country. So if you have any issue regarding GFF finance, please, I'm inviting all of you to my office.
The institution as well.
The GFF, we look at the institution, our staffs, we see what else we can do. I thank you all, the media unit, department under the director of Mr. Barakar Kamara, the best IT person, Omar Toure, is the best staff in the building, and yourself, maybe the moderator, your boy Amalu, the rest of the Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think I would do justice if I did not thank my department unit people.
Yes.
Because without them, I'll find it difficult to run the league. In passing of Mujan, the manager.
Action man.
He is in charge.
Yes.
I just oversee.
Yes.
So am I.
That's true.
James, who is the admin. Even midnight, I just call him. I need a fixture now, of which
just
he provide. He also the statistician.
Exactly. Responsible for the table. Yeah.
When we come on, get up, I need an update of the table. And then which they will provide. Sinera, he's the man in charge of logistics. We run around.
Absolutely.
If I get that information that the field is not properly mapped, I'll just call him and then he will go
He will go there.
I wouldn't do justice.
To facilitate.
I wouldn't do justice if I did give them a big.
Your area is very organized.
Yeah, because they run around.
Yes.
I'm just sitting there to do the supervision.
That's right.
They are the men on foot.
That's right.
I
The foot soldiers.
I'm very proud of them.
That's right.
The work
Thank you.
make my life easy.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I was also said a special thanks to my team.
Yes.
Like he said,
Yes.
directors, we are only supervisors. But then the technicians are the key role players.
Exactly.
You go to his department, there are people who are doing all the work. Media,
There are people.
yourself, Omar and the team, you are the brain behind Background. Finance, without Ismail, there is no cable. Without Dauda, there is no Ismail. So, the two under me, really, I don't know what to say. What's special?
That's right.
Honestly, special Ismail, these are people who don't sacrifice hours. You know, to make sure we at least have the best financial maybe I can tell you that we are better than a lot of countries in terms of financial FIFA level.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Kim. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are now have come to the end of this special talk show on GFF operational matters. We were coming to you live from the Football House at the Gambia Football Federation here in Caniving. I was being joined by the Director of Finance, Mr. Kemo Sisa. Thank you very much, Kemo. He is the Acting General Secretary, and on my left has been Mr. Fatou, the Director of Competitions. I can't also wrap up without thanking my Director of Marketing and Communications, Mr. Kerr, who has been the Director of this program, directing the affairs of this program. I have been your host, Bakari B. Balde, and been backed by our technician, our IT man, our cameraman, our CMS man, Mr. Omar Ture Master Plan. Please join us next week by midweek again for another similar edition of this program, where we will invite and bring on another department of the Federation to talk about matters that have to do with the legitimate interest and general knowledge of our football family and stakeholders and any other person that is interested in knowing football, particularly sports. Join us again. Until then, bye for now.